Well, for you old folks out there, here's a World War II story. Pretty short, but I'll probably stretch it out because I talk a lot. Anyway, every word is true. It's kind of interesting for one point of view. I was part of a special group that was trained in what they called pre-radar. So we went to a university somewhere in Philadelphia, whatever, and after that we knew we were going overseas, so slowly they moved us up north in the United States on the East Coast, and we wound up, we were in Massachusetts, Fort Devens, and we were at Nashua, New Hampshire, in Grenier Field for a while, and from there we went overseas. And on the way over, I met my Lieutenant Frost, F-R-O-S-T, Alfred A. Frost, very nice guy. He was, I guess, taken from civilian life and given the second lieutenancy. Real nice guy, and technical, no doubt. And we happened to meet accidentally in Presque Isle, Maine. That was a very nasty spot to be in anyway. But when I say nasty, I mean, you know, a lot of mud and dust and not too elegant surroundings, being in the Army at World War II. From there, he told me that we would meet in Greenland, North Sassuaq, in the south coast. And so that's where we did meet, and I was replacing somebody who didn't want to be replaced, and he was supposed to be training me. It turned out I was training myself because he wouldn't train me, because he said, then you'll get stuck up here like I was, or like I am. That's the story, except for the part I wanted to bring out. I was brought up there by Lieutenant Frost only because I knew how to type. That was the extent of the interview he gave me. When we got up there, the commander of the whole base, which contained about, well, it's a noisy place. The commander of the base at what was called BW1, Bluey West 1, now Sassuaq, in Greenland, that the commander was Major Snow. Okay? So you know I'm not making this up, it's just too corny. Let's see, there was another one involved. It wasn't just Snow and Frost. There was another one up there. But that's enough. Hope you enjoyed it. And I was in on the activation of a battalion. One day my Captain Wilson, who had been a captain for 27 years, felt very frustrated, and all he did was spend his entire day warming his hands on the stove, which was fed by coal, as I recall. Was it coal or wood? I forget. Anyway, we'd shovel in some once in a while. Yeah. So the next day, after I'd been there a while and broke myself in, and the other guy went home to New Hampshire that I replaced, we consisted of a detachment to the 3354th Signal Service Battalion, and we were a detachment. Within a week we had 15 detachments. What am I saying, within a week? The captain told me this after we had been activated into a battalion. No advance notice, and he says you have to catch up on 2 days we're behind in the record keeping. Now, I had training in record keeping amounting to absolutely zero. I could occasionally consult with a headquarter detachment somewhere else on the base. I never met the fellow, but he was very helpful. I had to get to learn all of the abbreviations that the Army used, like battalion was BN, trip or transportation was TR. And if you did not use the abbreviations, or you misspelled, or if you typed on a line of a printed form, which they all were, anything like that, erasures, forget about. All copies had to be absolutely clean, no touching of lines, and the lines were as big as about maybe 1/8 of an inch high by maybe 1/4 of an inch wide, and we had to fit usually maximum of 3 numbers in there. That's the story. So for each month I had to not only prepare the payrolls, the everyday morning reports, which included names of everyone who was sick or promoted, or I also turned out the special orders and the regular orders for 15 different detachments, 15 commanding officers, 15 enlisted men in all ranks of enlisted men. It was a fascinating job. I couldn't possibly have been bored there, because those who were had some mental condition, I'm sure. So I was there about 18 months. That's the story. Longer than I expected, wasn't it? I hope you enjoyed it. If not, could have cut me off at any time. Thank you. This is Empathic Sam. Bye.